Hey everybody, welcome to the Lunar Lowdown with me, Sally Nurney. This is the Lunar Lowdown for the new moon that's unfolding at 13 degrees of Aquarius. Every new moon, we have the sun and the moon coming together, standing together in front of the same degree of the same constellation. And for this new moon, they're standing in front of Aquarius, the water human, the water bearer. When I first dropped in to find out what the star beings wanted shared for this moon, I was met by the most gorgeous, luminous being of white, of blue-white moonlight, an angel of Aquarius, maybe even the angel of Aquarius. My first instinct when I saw this being was to rush right to it, to be comforted and protected. And so I did, and I was. So after luxuriating in that for a few moments, I stepped back to broaden my perspective on how this new moon is working for everyone. Once again, tribe and allies. We are all in this together, my friends, and we form a net, a web of life with all orders of life. But they really understand that. It's the human realm that needs to remind itself of how we can reinforce, reweave, reconnect that web, that net that holds us all. But before we dig in too deeply, I'd like you to examine what the word angel means to you when you think of angels. Is that something that's super Christian and has nothing to do with you? Or is it super exalted and you're not important enough to be involved? I'd like you to erase all of those images that create any separation between you and the beings of Aquarius. When we're within the realm of Aquarius, we are deeply within the environment of these helping, loving, angelic beings, and we have them strongly at our back. So during this cycle, it's your job to practice random acts of kindness, for example, to attempt to help others, to brighten their day, to uplift them. During this new moon cycle, we can open our senses and allow the angelic realm to flow through us, moving around the world, perceiving with the eyes of the angels. What do they see as they feast upon the beauty of the plant world? What do they feel inspired towards when they see other human beings that maybe you know and maybe you don't yet know? No actions are required of you, but you might feel inspired to act, to gift, to give, to uplift, to help, to offer, to serve. Let the angelic ones work through you if that's your truth. Or simply feast on what it is to allow them through you and observe what comes up through lending your senses to the angelic realms. And another super cool thing, I think, that's associated with Aquarius is what I call the Elixir of Evolution. And that is what the water bearer, that's the water, that the water bearer is pouring down into Pisces in the heavens. And we are the ones associated with Pisces. We are the ones receiving that Elixir of Evolution. And so as I sat with this angel, I felt this dramatically huge inpouring into my vessel of the Elixir of Evolution that was then mine to share out into the world. So I ask you, what understated, fluid, simple medicine is yours to share out into the world, to distribute? A smile, kind word, your focus, your willingness to listen without interrupting or offering advice, etc. Tap into your angel, your angelic medicine, and be fed by those behind you. And feed the web, will ya? And yes, indeed, I did see that outer world events will continue to shock and amaze. Unexpected and weirdness still on the menu. Sure, these events may push us back into our shells like turtles or snails or sea anemones. Back into our self-care, Great. Jupiter is retrograde. We've got an eclipse. It's the dark moon. Conditions are really ripe. Magnify your acceptance of inner support. Unfurl what is arising inside of you, and expand yourself within the embrace of the angels. Because it's super important that we drop our sense of fear of what might happen. A long time ago, they gave me the phrase, "Do not fear what is not yet here." Now, of course, we have to be preparing, we have to be agile. I'm not suggesting putting our heads in the sand. What I am suggesting is following the cycles of nature. And during the time of an eclipse and a dark moon, it's great to go within and be still. Drop your fears of what might happen, friends, and being present to a sense of well-being in the present moment. And look, if you're really attached to those fears, you can pick them up later. Just put them right by the door of your meditation space. It's so important to remember divinity. It's so important to see through the illusion of the darkness as permanent. To panic, or simply to give into the power of your mind to generate scary images, leads us to losing heart. And that is the danger now. And this one you know, but it's worth saying once again, where we put our attention, these things grow. So what are you focusing on, friends? Just check in on that. Through your connections to divinity, you shine like that angel. You shine like a beam of light guiding others. You shine like an emerald dewdrop on a leaf in a sacred forest. I'm talking to you, Max. Aquarius is evolutionary energies that grow you, that grow all of us, and they help us to repair and reweave the web of life of which we're all a part. There's some tears and rips, but we can link up across great distances, holding to one another and sending energy, receiving energy, vital, like vines, like spider webs, like leaf chains, like columns. On and on, the imagery is yours to build. But build it, reinforce it, remember it, live it. And I don't know if I've said quite enough of this yet, but believe that you are supported, both seen and unseen. Focus on the positive, even if things are getting a little tough. Reach out to people in your sphere who are willing to help you, support you, and cheer you on, lift you up, and maybe just literally help you do the stuff that's challenging, that's bringing you down. We are not meant to do this alone. Aquarius knows this. We are meant to weave with one another as human beings. We are meant to weave with the other kingdoms of plant, animal, mineral, and the adjacent realms of unseen beings. This is our nature. This is not fancy or extra. We are meant to do this. I was given a very straightforward visualization, meditation that can be of use, which was finding myself within the embrace of this angel of Aquarius, within the embrace of many angels, and feeling this elixir of evolution pouring into my crown, richly, fully, abundantly, through, upon, and around me. And that's it. Just feel that whenever you can. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Lunar Lowdown with me, Sally Nurney. Special shout out to all my new friends from PantheaCon 2017. Woot, woot, woot. Wow. So heartened to see the web of magic is strong and alive internationally. So blessings to you. Enjoy this new moon in Aquarius. Reach out to me. I love every email, comment, and reply. Bye for now. Blessings. Bye.